Hi everyone, what's up AB Squad? This is your boy Abbas. Welcome to the family. Welcome back to AB React. So guys, we are going to check out this particular video, and this one actually says the look on his face says it all. I mean, I don't know what it actually means. I don't know what they're actually talking about, but we hope to find out. So if you are ready, do well to smash the like button, join the family, join AB React by clicking on your subscribe button and then on notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I upload a video. If you have recommendations, suggestion, guys, always do well to leave them right there in the comment section. All right, AB Squad, there's no time to waste. Let's do this, guys.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. So I guess it's finally coming back to bite them, huh? You know, basically since 2016, the Rasmussen poll has been at the head of polling. It's maybe not the most accurate poll, but it's certainly been at the head of discussion. It's a polling firm that's been in the spotlight for quite a while at this point. And essentially the dynamic online is that Republicans say, look at the Rasmussen poll, that's where the good data is. And the left tends to disregard Rasmussen. They just disregard it and claim it's a right-wing MAGA poll that overestimates Donald Trump's support. Well, let's just say leftoids might be eating their words on this one. They've essentially spent this entire election cycle disregarding the Rasmussen results, and especially recently, as the mainstream polls for a while there were showing Kamala Harris leading pretty much everywhere, but the Rasmussen poll never actually changed, showing relatively similar results between Trump and Kamala compared to what they were showing between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. And the left laughed and scoffed and wrote it off, but here we are, a couple months later, with even the left-wing networks and left-wing pollsters essentially now saying the same thing. Remember all those weeks ago, actually I think it's been probably almost 2 months since we recorded that video, where I showed you guys a clip of one of the top analysts at Rasmussen making a pretty wild prediction at the time, certainly going against the trend, claiming that Donald Trump is on track to win the national vote.
There should be no complacency after especially what everybody saw in 2020, because again, Biden comfortably 4.5 points nationally won the national popular vote, but he only won by 120,000 votes in 4 swing states. Same thing could definitely happen if people aren't paying attention. I think Trump's going to win this. I think Trump's probably going to win, maybe if everything holds up, the national popular vote.
Well, when we were talking about that, the left was laughing at us, but I guess who's laughing now, huh? Let me show you guys exactly what's going on. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks. So here we got CNN's top polling analyst essentially making the claim that Donald Trump could very well win the popular vote. Before I play that clip, though, let me ask you leftoids out there, if any of you are watching, is CNN now a right-wing network pushing MAGA copium?
Trump may finally get his great white whale. Harris versus Trump national margin. You mentioned that New York Times poll, a tie. That's actually right in the middle of the spectrum when we're talking about recent polling data. You don't have to look very far to find Donald Trump ahead nationally. He was up by 2 points in the CNBC poll, up by 3 in the Wall Street Journal poll. Very close races within the margin of error. But then the same thing on the other side, right? You have Harris up by 3 points according to Ipsos. The Say 24 YouGov poll, it's a bunch of academics, also has Harris up by 3. But the bottom line is, with the popular vote, which we really haven't focused upon, a very, very tight race, John. Fact is, Donald Trump is very much in a position he could win the popular vote, which of course is something he would absolutely love to do.
And would be something very different than we have seen compared to last time and the polling compared to last time.
Exactly right. So I went back through the time machine, all right? I went back through the time machine to see where were the past 2 races at this point in the campaign. Look, Harris in the average poll right now is up by 1. Well within the margin of error. You go back 4 years ago, Joe Biden was well ahead of Donald Trump in the national popular vote polls. He was up by 9. Even Hillary Clinton was up by 6 points. So now Donald Trump's in a position he really hasn't been before at this point in the campaign, where he could truly compete, and we can truly say that the popular vote at this point is way too close to call. Of course, this is only going back 8 years. I wanted to jump even further back in my time machine, again understanding, hey, I haven't heard about a Republican potentially winning the popular vote in a while, and it turns out a Republican winning the popular vote, it hasn't happened since 2004 in George W. Bush defeating John Kerry, and that's only the one time that it has happened. In fact, you have to go all the way back all the way back to 1988 to find another one when it was George W. Bush's father, George H.W. Bush, winning the popular vote over Michael Dukakis. So the fact that the polls right now are so close, John, the fact that Donald Trump has a legitimate shot of winning the popular vote is something I think a lot of folks, including in my line of work, really didn't think could possibly happen when Donald Trump was running last time around. He could make history, not just for Donald Trump, for a Republican candidate as well.
Now, there are some reasons for this, and I think Democrats' heads are all exploding out there watching this right now. There are some reasons for this, which you're going to explain, but also begin to raise the possibility that we could see the reverse. We could see the reverse of things we've seen, where a Republican wins the popular vote, but there's a chance for the Democrat to win the electoral college.
Yeah, part of my job is to warn our viewers on either side of the aisle of an event that may occur that they don't necessarily like, and Donald Trump winning the popular vote could absolutely happen. You might as well wrap your minds around it now, folks, if you don't like Donald Trump.
Holy frickin' moly, folks. It might actually be happening. Now, I've been really holding back here. I've been trying not to say anything, especially relating to this issue. I don't want to go on the record and say, Donald Trump's going to win the popular vote. I've more so said that people are suggesting he can, and certainly it's been in play, but I mean, maybe I'm getting closer to saying Donald Trump might take the popular vote. It's honestly unbelievable to even think about. This is the guy that everybody said was unelectable. Don't vote for Donald Trump in the primaries. He's unelectable. He can never win. Joe Biden's going to destroy him. Our only chance is Nikki Haley. Oh, how funny that sounds now. The guy who is supposedly so unlikable and so unelectable might be the first Republican in a very long time to win the popular national vote. I mean, just look how the numbers have shifted as of late. Here's the RCP average. Look at all the Trump leads. And again, you'll notice something interesting. Basically, all the polls that are showing Donald Trump leading are all pretty much coming from the best pollsters. And that's another thing, actually. Let's not focus on the best pollsters. Let's focus rather on the worst pollsters. CNN happens to be one of them. Let's take a look at the last CNN poll from the 2020 election ahead of Election Day. Right here, we got 2020 general election results, Trump versus Biden. We simply filter for CNN, and boom, there you have it. Look at the results that they were showing going into the last election season. Their last two polls showed Joe Biden leading by 16 and 12, and the final result ended up being plus 4.5. In other words, they were off the mark by, 8 to 10 points? They overestimated Democrat support by 8.5 to 9, let's say on the average, and now they're showing a tie at 47-47 with 6 points undecided. Folks, it is entirely possible that Donald Trump takes the popular vote. In fact, it might even be likely at this point. You know, the polls might be off like you've never seen before. And one state that's really giving me that impression is the state of Nevada. If we go ahead and look at the Nevada RCP average, you'll see that the race seems tight within 1 or 2 points. The average is at plus 0.7 for Donald Trump. But then if we take a look at the early voting total breakdown, well, it doesn't seem like a close race at all. It seems devastating for the left at large. Just take a look.
Check this out. In 2020, Republicans were only 33% of early voters. Now it is up to 40%. So in this big state with a big Latino population, a whole lot of union members, some warning signs, at least early on in early voting for Democrats, George.
And Republicans are leading significantly in early voting, and more independents are voting than the last time. Now, some Democrats are suggesting, well, these independents, they're likely going to split for Harris. Give me a freaking break. That is the opposite of what we have seen in the crosstabs for months at this point. Independents are going to break for Donald Trump, and that's a prediction I'm willing to make. I could be totally wrong, but I'm sticking by that one. It looks like Donald Trump is not only winning, but winning with an unheard of margin. And frankly, it's just so glorious, especially after all the talks of abolishing the Electoral College. We need to abolish the Electoral College. Yeah, I don't know if Democrats want that anymore. They keep advocating for a system of pure democracy where New York and California get to decide who's president. We always win the popular vote, and that's what matters. Yeah, maybe not anymore. Folks, the panic, the copium is in full effect. The polls are showing a monumental shift to the extent that the Real Clear Politics forecast now has Donald Trump winning this election at a chance of 91%. Look at their probability. I think at this point, this race is way too close for Democrats to win. As we know, the conventional wisdom is they need to be ahead by at least 4 to 5 points in order to even stand a chance in the Electoral College. They're not. The national average is tied right now and clearly trending in one direction. And it seems as though the secret Trump voters, the independent voters, and a lot of undecided voters who are going to have to suck it up and make a decision. It seems as though once that all plays out, that Donald Trump is likely to get a bump here and the polling results are going to be significantly off. I'm going to say it again. Donald Trump might win the national vote. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, friends, and I'll see you on the next one.
Wow, this is totally a really breakdown of all what is gonna happen in the election. Or I mean, it was a totally breakdown all the records. I mean, it is crazy. Like, looking at the records, I mean, Donald Trump, him winning today shows that people really liked him, people really loved him, people really wanted him to become the next president. I think my own point of view was that maybe people were not prepared to see a woman being the next president of the United States of America. That's what I actually thought. But come on, guys, looking at all those records, I mean, come on, it was worth it. Donald Trump, congratulations to you. You deserve it. You deserve every single thing. So guys, if you really enjoyed that video, do well to smash your like button, join the family, join AB React by clicking on your subscribe button and also on your notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I upload a video. If you have recommendations, suggestions, guys, always do well to leave it right there in the comment section. All right, every square, I can't wait to see you in my next video. Until then, stay blessed, stay positive, and don't go away. Don't touch that down, guys. Bye.